Okay, this is video 3 for Unit 7, Lesson 4. So this is our last assignment and video for Unit 7. Our last little bit of factoring here. We have some special cases that we need to look at. Okay, so the first thing that we really have to recognize are difference of squares. So we talked a little bit about this when we were multiplying, but now it's a little bit harder to see when we're actually factoring. Okay, so what I have to know is if I have perfect squares. So remember, perfect squares are numbers like 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. And I see that 25 and 9 are perfect squares, and I have a minus sign in between. So you have to be subtracting, and it has to be a perfect square. Okay, so even though this is just a binomial, it's still going to factor to two binomials. And it's going to factor to this here. So if I call 25x squared my a squared, then a is 5x. So square root. Square root of 25 is 5. Square root of 9 is 3. And then 1 is plus, 1 is minus. And that is how it factors. Okay, over here, 64y squared and 100 are both perfect squares, and we're subtracting, so I know it factors to two binomials. Square root of 64y squared is 8y. The square root of 100 is 10. So 1 is plus, 1 is minus. Okay, and then something else, we talked about this briefly in the last video, but I need to check for common factors to take out first. So here, there's not a common factor between 18, 61, and 7, but there is a common factor between x cubed, x squared, and x. So I have to take out an x first. So that gives me 18x squared plus 61x minus 7. So now I'm just factoring here what's on the inside. I'll just bring my x down. Okay, so factors of 18. So there's 6 and 3, 9 and 2, 1 and 18. I'm going to try 6 and 3 first. For negative 7, we have 1 and negative 7. Which could be negative 7 and 1. Or we have negative 1 and positive 7, which could be 7, negative 1. Okay, so if I try 1 and negative 7, all right, 6 times 7, negative 7, is negative 42. 1 plus times 3 is 3x, and that's negative 39, not 61. Okay, so it's not that. So let's try the next one. Negative 7, positive 1. Well, here I get 6x minus 21x. That's not going to work either. Negative 1 and positive 7. 42x minus 3x is positive 39. Nope. And we'll see that the last option doesn't work either. So if that happens, then you do have to go and change your first two numbers. So instead of 6x and 3x, let's try 9x and 2x. So I'm going to go back through these options again. So plus 1 minus 7. So 9x times negative 7 is negative 63x. And 1 plus times 2x is 2x. Gives me negative 61x. Okay, I'm close. I need a positive 61. So let's just change our signs. Let's change that to a minus 1 and plus 7. So then I get 63, positive 63x minus 2x, which is 61x. Okay, so like I said, some of these are going to take some trial and error, but you will get faster. Like, you might have been able to recognize right away that after you tried the first one or two of 6 and 3, that it wasn't going to work. Don't forget in your final answer you include this x out front. Okay, let's look at the next one. So check for common factors. Well, between 3, 15, and 18, I can take out a 3. And between x cubed, x squared, and x, I can take out an x. So I'm left with x squared plus 5x minus 6. So this becomes a lot easier to factor. Now, I don't have a number in front of my x squared. So I know it's just going to be x and x. I need to multiply to be negative 6 and add to be positive 5. So I know you think, okay, 2 and negative 3, negative 2 and 3. So you really, I know, want to do something like this, just because it seems like it's going to be 2 and 3. But check your outer and inner. So that's 3x and negative 2x, which is 1x, not 6x. So this one I'm actually going to use one of these two. It wasn't that one. I'm going to think about this a little logically. So I want a positive 5. So that means I need a negative 1 and a positive 6. And then I check my outer and inner. And that gives me positive 5x. Okay, that is it. You're ready to do Unit 7, Assignment 7.